What's going on, everyone? K Mac back here once again, your host of the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. Bringing you guys back here with a preview podcast for what we know as Raven Week. This Sunday, we're talking a big game, our first divisional game of the season, week number 11 of the NFL season. Talking 7-2 Pittsburgh at home versus 7-3 Baltimore rival Ravens. Let's dive right into this game, opening up with the injuries. It looks like Jaylen Warren is questionable to play. It also looks like we're going to be getting Nick Herbig back on the defensive side of the ball. Corey Trice has been practicing a little bit this week. Might get him back on the secondary side of the defense. That'd be nice to have. But I think that's about it for everyone. Michael Pruitt, the third-string tight end, probably won't play. And not having Jaylen Warren would definitely suck, considering we're 0-2 in games without him. Though in those games, we didn't have Cordell Patterson. Najee Harris also practiced all week with a ankle little thing they were monitoring. It looks like he's good to go. And Van Jefferson had like a quad injury for a little bit, but I think he'll be good to go. So pretty much everyone's good to go except for Jaylen Warren. And yeah, so on the Ravens side of things, it sounds like they're good to go except for Kyle Hamilton. Did suffer an injury last week during that Bengals game, but he said he's going to be playing Sunday. So all hands on deck for this one, as this game is very pivotal, crucial, significant. Every word that is a cinnamon, right? I can never say that word, cinnamon. Is it cinnamon or, I don't know. Any word that is in the same area with significant, important, classify all of that under this game. It's an AFC conference game, it's a division game, and this is going to determine who's in first place moving forward, at least for this week and for the foreseeable future. And I have to think that I don't know if Jaylen Warren's going to play Sunday. Considering we have a short week against Cleveland, maybe they're not going to test him out. But I think even if he does play, it'll be a limited snap count. You'll probably see a little more of Cordell Patterson and throwing the ball through the air because, let's be honest, that is where the Ravens are most vulnerable, and that is through the air, passing the ball. They're the number one run defense. That's what they take away, at least. But defensively speaking, their defense really has not been up to par since losing Mike McDonald to the Seahawks, since losing Patrick Queen. And mind you, we heard all this shit talk from Ravens fans saying, he wasn't really that good till Raekwon Smith got there. And I was like, okay, so when you bring in a good player, good players make other players good. Patrick Queen isn't leaving a good defense to go to a bad defense. He's leaving a good defense to go to another good defense. So he's been balling recently. I thought he's really turned his game on. You could see, it just took some time. Maybe he just needed to get the scheme down. It takes time, man. We're only halfway through the season, but now we're pushing towards the second half stretch, and it's like, now we're really going to see who's going to flip the switch, who's going to fucking turn up their game. And that's what we've seen with him. And he's very familiar with the Ravens. We're familiar with the Ravens. You're talking 1-7. And our last 8 matchups, we're 7-1 against them. They're 1-7 against us. Though most games, always close. Whether it be decided by 3 points or less or 7 points or less. Typically, it's a one-score game. Comes down to the last play, as last year we beat them the first time in October via a Kenny Pickett touchdown throw to George Pickens, and then the defense just clamping the fuck up in the red zone with the JPJ interception, and TJ Watt strip sack, fumble recovery, or Highsmith, I don't remember who it was, and then TJ to end the game with a sack on Lamar Jackson. Round 2 last year was the final week of the season, a game in which we needed to win to even have wild card aspirations. We get that done. We win 17-10. Both games are 17-10 again, lower scoring. And then we get help from the Tennessee Titans as they beat the Jaguars. We get into the playoffs. The rest is history, but none of that matters. Two different teams now. As the Ravens with Derrick Henry, they can score at any time. They are one broken tackle away from scoring. This offense is electric. They can score extremely quick. I've seen it in multiple games this year. I mean, I remember this a few weeks back during that Denver game. They have the ball at the end of the first half with a minute to go. I'm like, they should be able to hold them for at least a minute. No, the Ravens come down about 40 seconds and score a touchdown. I'm like, oh, man. So, yeah, these guys got weapons everywhere. Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman's pretty decent. Isaiah Likely, I don't know if he's going to be playing, but he's their second tight end. He's another option that Lamar likes to go to. He likes to spread the ball around a lot. But really, I think the biggest concern for me heading into this game is we got to stop Derrick Henry first. He is what ultimately unlocks the rest of their offense. They've always had a good offense with Lamar. I'm not questioning that. The dude's won 2 MVPs, obviously. Though last year was a fraudulent MVP, in my opinion. But if Derrick Henry gets going, the whole playbook's open. Play action. You're talking the ability to run some read option plays. Lamar's going to that's what they love to do. But we obviously have a good game plan against him as the guy has more turnovers than touchdowns against us. 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. There's also a couple of lost fumbles in there as well. I don't know the exact number, but as a starting quarterback, he only has 1 win against us in his career. Now, whether you want to say that be the fact they've had, typically he'll play the first game, but that second game, he never plays the second game because of either an injury or they have the division/conference locked up, whatever, seeding, all that shit. But we just, I don't know. When we play Lamar, he struggles against us. He's been sacked 20 times. So, I mean, it's just like and also typically in these AFC North games, number 90 really comes up big. TJ Watt, when you look at his numbers in just division games, he just fucking steps up. He just fucking ups his game massively. So, that's going to be one heck of a matchup to see, our defense versus their offense. But, for me, I think it's about stopping Derrick Henry, keeping Lamar in the pocket. Just do what we do. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him break the pocket and play a backyard ball. That's when he's at his best, to be honest with you. I know he'll get his, but we have to limit the big plays. The tackling has to be better. JPJ can't be holding every freaking pass play. Dante Jackson's also good to go. He had an armor eye this week, and he'll be good to play. Getting Corey Trice Jr. back would be pretty massive depth-wise because then you're talking a rotation of JPJ, Dante Jackson, being a Bishop in the slot, / Cam Slut in the slot, and then you have Corey Trice who can mix in at times. Maybe give guys even a breather if need be. It's just nice to have solid depth for once. So, but in regards to this game, offensively speaking, I really think it's going to be about, can we stay on the field on third downs, stay out of third and longs. I'm not expecting the run game to be a big producer this Sunday, though it would be nice to have, but we weren't really able to run the ball too well last week. And especially without Warren, Najee's been good, but defenses can, if he gets past the line of scrimmage, he's a problem. But the problem is he's just a little slow at times. But this year he's been really good. I think he's also been a lot more elusive than he has been in past years, making the guy miss, good in space. So good to see that. Gonna need him big time. Maybe even if we get him a couple catches, Cordell Patterson a couple catches, that'd be nice to have. We also signed Jamal Agnew, special teams return man, former All-Pro return kind of guy, Jamal Agnew. Not sure what that means on the Calvin Austin front. Maybe they're looking to add another special teams return, or whether it be in the kick return or punt return game. So just a thing to keep your eye out for. But I think really this game is going to be about passing the ball with Russell Wilson. No turnovers, obviously. Cannot give that offense any more possessions. And, Russ so far has been pretty solid. 3-0. 3, 6, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, I want to say, or 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. Pretty good production so far. Mike Williams, I think he'll get some more snaps this week. Probably not a starter, but definitely more snaps as he gets acclimated to the system. Get some Freiermuth in there. Always love to see Muth, red zone target. Darnell Washington's a big body. An easy fucking first down whenever we throw him the rack. And I think Pickens is going to go off Sunday, man. I think he's going to have a big game, a big role. Him versus Marlon Humphrey. I know they got Andrew Wiggins, that young rookie corner. Maybe they'll look to pick on him a little bit. And then Kyle Hamilton's a solid safety. Marcus Williams is a solid safety. It's crazy to say because I know they have good secondary players. They just haven't been playing good this year. And I don't know why, whether it's the schematic things. I know Zach Orr, who was a former linebacker for them, is their D coordinator. Maybe he's just not calling good shit. I don't know. But I think this is going to be a very close ball game, as it always is in this rivalry. And we've won 7 out of the past 8. And, I think we get it done Sunday. I think we do. I'm probably liking a higher scoring. Well, probably not 28-27 like last week, but I definitely think give me the Steelers 24-21. If we hold the Ravens, like I always say every week, if we hold the Ravens to below 20, we will win this game. Our defense is only allowing 16 points a game. That's second in the NFL. They take away the ball, one of the highest rates of the league. They're 19th in sacks, which I'm not really surprised because it seems like this year we get close to the quarterback, just can't finish, and the quarterback has really been throwing the ball out early, so I guess keep her out on that, and I'm just hoping we can tackle better. I think Minka will have to play another large role, as always, as far as eliminating plays in the middle of the field. But I think we get the win this weekend. I expect a very close game. Your boy will be there tonight. Got a hotel booked for tonight. Going to be driving to the Berg tonight, staying the night. I'll be there tomorrow. Pre-gaming, getting ready, man. Game face on. Going with my friend there. It's always a good time. Haven't been to a game with him yet this year. The only game I've been to was the Chargers home opener way back 8-9 weeks ago when it was freaking like 90 million trillion degrees. It was toasty. So I'll be pretty happy when it's nice and cool tomorrow. Probably about 50 degrees. November weather, or kind of sort of November weather. I don't know. This is like fall weather, but expecting a close game. I think it'll be a good one, as this game's always good, tough, tight, close, contested, and I think we get this one done. Defense has got to play better than last week. If we allow 27, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what to really expect other than a close game. Both teams always bring their A game when it comes to this rivalry, and that's why it's the best rivalry in the NFL. Even though the Ravens haven't really beat us much in recent times, but hey, man, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I would love to fucking beat the shit out of them Sunday. I would love to smoke them Sunday and just enjoy an easy coasting win. But I know what reality is, and that's not going to happen. But we own Lamar. We're getting the dub. I don't lose at Pitt. I don't lose. When I go to games, I don't take L's. Haven't taken an L since like 2018. So that's that. That's the preview for this game. Baltimore Steelers, Sunday 1 o'clock. Be there. As far as the rest of the division goes, we have the Bengals Sunday night playing against the LA Chargers. Browns playing the Saints. Other things to keep note of, the Colts and Texans are playing Monday night, I think. And the Bills and Chiefs are playing 4:30 right after our game. So just things to keep note of as we make our push towards the playoffs. And that'll do it for me. Hope you all enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the game. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Share the podcast. Give the podcast a review. Tell your friends about it. Tell everyone about it. Share it. Love it. And we're going to keep balling. I'll recap the game when I get back Monday. And coming back with a dub, man. Let's get it. Hashtag here we go. Hashtag Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. We have this thing. Let's get it.